Hey, what's going on, pool nerds? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the CUEDSG Carbon Fiber Shaft. Now, I found this shaft on Amazon for 250 bucks. You can find this on Amazon right now for $175 because of the Amazon sale that they're having. Okay, now I'll get to that in a minute. First and foremost, is it worth it? Okay, what does it play like? What do you get for 175, 250 bucks? All right, first of all, it comes in this beautiful case, okay? I mean, it's not the best looking case, but however, for $175, it's the best budget case that I've ever seen, okay? In fact, my first Q was a McDermott Star, okay? I got that for like 150 bucks, or maybe a McDermott Star. Got that for around 159, 169 bucks. Didn't come with a case, okay? So overall, in my opinion, the case, a cool bonus. Now, the Q also comes in with thread protectors, all right, which another huge bonus, especially when you're traveling. You don't have to worry about your pin getting slapped or your insert getting knocked out and you having a Q problem. All right, now I did get the Merry Widow style. I like Merry Widows. My custom Q, my Keith Josie's and Merry Widow. I just like the simplicity, and I'm old school style. I like looking at the wood, right? So I did get this in the bird's eye maple, okay? And I would say that figure of the wood in this Q is pretty impressive for 175 bucks. I mean, you can see the bird's eyes. I bought other custom Qs where I done paid $1,200, $1,300 just for the butt, and the wood wasn't as figured as this is. So it is good. I mean, the figure of the wood, I would easily give it 7 out of 10. Okay, so it's really good. It does have a few imperfections in the inlays, right? It does have an Abalone and I believe it's Juma, Abalone and Juma inlays. However, they are real inlays. Okay, so like again, when I first bought my first Q, my McDermott Lucky, my McDermott Star, that came with graphics on it. Even the expensive Predator Qs, you pay $1,000 for a Predator Q, you won't even get inlays at all. You know what I mean? So I am a fan of the inlays. The ring work is basic, but it's nice. The Abalone does shine. Right? It looks good. There is some imperfections in the symmetry of them, but for $175, the only person looking at the inlay is you anyway, right? No one's gonna notice, but you can only notice if you like looking at it. So I would say the craftsmanship of the Q is phenomenal for the price that you pay. Now it does have a leather wrap. Now this could be pleather, okay? This could be a fake leather. I have no idea. I couldn't imagine it being real for $175, but it might be, okay? But I normally shoot with an elephant ear wrap, which is really grippy. And when I first put my hands on this, I wasn't really a fan. However, over the last week of me actually playing with it, the leather wrap actually doesn't feel bad. However, if I was to reorder this Q, I would probably get it with the linen wrap. Now, this is the stained red bird's eye maple, and it has their logo right here at the bottom, which a nice touch for CUEDSG, even though I think CUEDSG is a horrible name for a Q. It kind of annoys me. This Q did weigh 19.5, even though when I put it on the scale with the shaft, it came right around 19.4. Okay, it wasn't exactly 19. Didn't even make it to over 19.4, I don't believe. So it wasn't exactly 19.5, and it doesn't really feel that heavy. I mean, the balance of it is pretty decent quality as far as craftsmanship goes. I would rate this for the price that you pay. I would easily give it a 9 out of 10. And I only give it the 9 because the production work and the inlays. Coming from a $1,000 custom Q going to a $175 Q, I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad that I got this, okay? Not mad at all. Actually, I'm pretty impressed. I was expecting something not worth it at all, okay? Being honest, but for the price, it's totally worth it. Now, if you paid $1,000 for this, the ring work could have been better. Now, let's get to the shaft, okay? First and foremost, it comes with a leather tip, which is always a plus. it comes with a bigger ferrule, almost similar to the Cuetec Cynergy, close to the Rhino. So if you're familiar with either of those shafts, and I actually have a video with a review on the Cuetec, so you can see the white ferrule design of the Cuetec. I do prefer this over the white ferrule design of the Revo because it is bigger, it is fatter, and you can see it. You can actually see it. Like the Revo, it's like a glimpse of the white ferrule. So I feel like aiming balls with the shaft was was easy. It was easy to aim. The tip, when I first got this cue, I didn't like the tip. However, about a week of playing, I mean, the tip is decent to be a factory tip. I mean, it's a good tip. But however, if I had to change anything on this cue, it would probably be the tip. I would probably just go with either a Zan hybrid or some type of Kamui athlete or something. The shaft is why this cue stands out, okay? The taper on the shaft, it is a pro taper, right? However, it is super slim, okay? Now, I would compare the feel of this shaft with the Cuetec Cynergy, all right? Now, I did compare it with the Cynergy. It's not as slim as the Cynergy. Cynergy is really, really slim. It's not as slim as the Cynergy. And some people don't like that slim feel, especially in their bridge hand. Me personally, I do, okay? I would compare it close to the Cuetec Cynergy. It feels really good in the bridge. It's even throughout. It gets fat right about here, okay, which is, I don't know, 15 inches, 14 and a half inches down. But I like it, all right? The grade of the carbon fiber is really smooth. It's really good quality carbon fiber. They didn't give you some crap that doesn't feel smooth. I would say this carbon fiber is the same as the Cuetec or the Revo, okay? In terms of feel. It does come with a logo with CUEDSG, and this is a 12.5. I wanted to get the 12.5 to give it a real good comparison for this versus a budget option shaft versus any of the big name brands. All right, that's the reason for this video. And I will say, as far as quality wise, this shaft can compare with the bigger name brands, Cuetec and Revo. The finish on it is the same. I'm not saying it's the same, it feels the same. Don't really know exactly the material besides carbon fiber, but I know they had different grades. I would say whatever grade everyone else uses, the bigger brands use, they use. It feels really good. This is a radial pin. Now, if you go on their website, it's gonna say 3/8 by 8. At first, I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was just some weird measurement, but that is a radial pin. Let's get into how this thing plays. First thing I wanted to test was the power of the cue. So I did this drill from Burt Kinnister, 6-point star drill. And that first shot, initial shot from the 1 ball to the 2 ball, I wasn't expecting this shaft to do much. Now, I've tested a lot of carbon fiber shafts, and I will say the biggest difference with any of them is the power, the energy transfer that they put out, and the deflection. Okay, so those are the two things, those are the two tests I really wanted to focus on when testing this shaft. And I will say the power was just as powerful as my Revo. The deflection of this cue was very low. It was extremely low, in fact. It was a tad bit more than Revo, okay? If you don't shoot with a lot of spin, a lot of maximum spin, you probably wouldn't have to adjust much at all. I mean, the deflection was low enough that I can see me playing with this. If I didn't have my cue, I could play with this any day of the week and play fine with little to no adjustment at all. But the deflection was a tad bit higher than the Revo. It was way lower than the Cynergy, okay? Now, if you watch my Cynergy video, the Cynergy's deflection was, to me, much higher than the Revo, even though it was still low deflection. This is definitely lower deflection than the Cynergy 15K, okay? So that's what I would take from the shaft, is it has the taper similar to Cynergy, has the deflection similar to Revo, okay? Overall, I mean, this cue performed amazingly well. I did full table draw shots, no issues, okay? I even wanted to test it to the max, and I even doing some mass A shots, no issues, okay? And that actually made me kind of a fan of the tip, all right? I realized the tip probably wasn't that bad. I mean, I would switch it just because I like to mess with things. But straight out the box, this Q played lights out. And for the price that you pay, 175 bucks, you can't beat it. You can't. Even when you talk about the market of budget Qs, right? We're talking about Rhino, J Flowers. This shaft, this Q outperformed Qs that cost 10 times more. Okay, for $175, I'm kind of mad. I didn't find this sooner. I mean, I wish this would have been my first playing Q. I probably would have never bought another one, being completely honest with you. So overall, I would give this Q for the price a 10 out of 10. All right, and I'm not making that up. I don't get paid for reviews. I don't get paid for videos. CUEDSG ain't paying me. I don't have any reason to steer you in any wrong way. And the best thing about it is you can get it off Amazon, especially if you're in the States. 2-day shipping. And guess what? If you don't like it, you can send it back. All right, you're not stuck with it, right? As compared to Rhino or J Flowers, you are, right? So honestly, I'm glad CUEDSG actually got to come out with this Q. It's a budget-friendly option, and it's worth every penny of it. And it competes with the major brands, so they didn't skip corners or cut corners on making a great quality product. Even though I am mad that I spent all that money on my Q. However, thank you guys for watching. Always, pool nerds. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I always respond. Also, if you have any other videos that you want me to do a review on, any products that you want me to do a review on, put that in the comments below. I will make sure to get to it. Also, if you've had experience testing anything else. Oh, forgot. Timo shaft, $30 is coming next. All right. Stay tuned. Like always, like and subscribe. Pool nerds, I'll see you guys in the next video.